Welcome back, Trackfans Global. We are indeed here to continue our coverage of the Diamond League. Today, we'll be doing something a little different. In time past, when we look at the Diamond League, we will generally look at one track meet at a time and give a full review of the meet. But in this video, we're going to look at 3 track meets: Rome, Stockholm, and Oslo. Now, what I have done is I've looked at the best performances in each meeting and put them together to form this video that you're seeing right here now. Now, the reason for this and not the normal is because of how close the meets are. I don't get the time to sit down and do a full depth review of each meeting, right? And so that's why I'm doing it like this. So I hope you will like it, right? And without doing much more talking, let's get into it. Oh wait, I forgot. Do the right thing. Like, subscribe, and share. Now let's get into it. Women's 200 meters. Now, this was anticipated a clash between Melissa Jefferson Wooden, MJW, and Julian Alfred. Now, this go to expectation, and Julian Alfred come out the victor, running 21.93 seconds. Melissa Jefferson was in second, 22.17 seconds, and in third, the ever-consistent Anavia Battle, 22.39 seconds. Now, when I watch this race, one thing I realized is that Alfred was diabolical over the second 100 meters. Now, Melissa Jefferson Wooden is not the strongest finisher in the 200 meters, so when she come out the curve a little behind Julian Alfred, it was gonna be hard for her to hold off Julian Alfred going on the straight. And so Julian Alfred, though, she makes running 21 look so easy. She does it like so often, so consistent, right? If she keep this pace up, she might become one of the persons that would have broken 22 seconds the most in the history of her career. Now, moving on fast, we want to go right to women's 400 meters hurdles, right? And Emma Zapatalova of Slovakia, she continued to dominate this event, right? I've seen her run 52.82 seconds already. That was in a previous Diamond League, that was in Rabat. And this time she ran 52.58 seconds, a world lead and personal best. Every time Zapatalova takes the track, she runs a national record. In second, though, we see Anna Cockrell running 52.77 seconds, season's best, and Rochelle Clayton running 53.14 seconds. So these are good runs for the top 3 women here, right? And as you go down the page, a lot of season best. You can see a national record from Ayul of Norway for a 7th place finish at 54.05 seconds. So in all, Zapatalova pretty much is running the 400 meter scene right now, right? She's dominating it. In men's 100 meters, anticipated clash was there: Jordan Anthony, Noah Lyles. And Noah Lyles ended up taking the victory, running 9.88 seconds, season's best. In second was Emmanuel Esemi of Cameroon, 9.94 seconds, which is a national record. And in third, we see something like, let's say, Tobago, running 9.95 seconds, a season best. And in fourth was Jordan Anthony, 9.96 seconds. So in all, the race was a good race. The takeaway from this race is that Noah Lyles is in dangerous form. This Up until this point, 9.88 is Noah Lyles' third 100 meters for the season, and this is significantly faster than what he was running last year. This time, for all of last year, Noah Lyles' fastest time in the 100 meters was actually 9.89 seconds. So he has already passed the form that he was in the World Championship. So we look forward to seeing Noah Lyles possibly challenging his personal best of 9.79 this year. He looks ominous, right? He looks very, very good, right? In fifth was a surprise 9.99 seconds from Lamont Marcel Jacobs, who has been running sparingly because of injury. Men's javelin see a victory from Petraraj of Sri Lanka, 92.62 meters, meet record, world leading, and national record. Now in second was Anderson Peters, 83.91 meters, and in third was Curtis Thompson, 83.89 meters. So interesting enough, Sri Lanka and Pakistan in recent years has been producing good javelin throwers. Now, if you know anything about these nations, these are some of the best cricketing nations, right? With some of the best bowlers that you would ever find. And so it's interesting how now a nation full of bowlers and batsmen is now transferring the skill of bowling over into the javelin, and that's where we see Sri Lanka shining, 92.62 meters. That's one of the longest throw in recent times, one of the longest throw ever. MJW, Melissa Jefferson Wooden, opening her 100 meter campaign running 10.84 seconds. Now that's what you hope in your season. 10.84 seconds, right? That's one of the fastest time in the world. So to run 10.84 seconds to open your season, that's crazy good. In second, we see Amy Hunt from Great Britain finally breaking the 11-second barrier, running 9.97 seconds. And in third, we see Van der Weeken of Luxembourg running 11.05 seconds for her season's best. So, a little disappointed maybe for 6th place, Dina Asher-Smith, who has been prolific in running 10.8 and 10.9, right, that she struggled to 11.24 seconds, which is still a season's best. Women's 800 meters, and we can't say nothing about the performance of Audrey Weiro and Keely Hodgkinson. It was a ding-dong battle. I was surprised that Audrey Weiro was the victor and that she beat Keely Hodgkinson so convincingly. Audrey Weiro in the women's 800 meter run 1 minute 53.98 seconds, a Diamond League, meeting record, world leading, and national record. In second was Keely Hodgkinson, 1 minute 54.33 seconds, which is a national record for Great Britain. And in third was Roisin Willis of USA, 1:57.56 seconds, a personal best. Now, the time that Weiro run now make her the third woman of 3 to ever break 1 minute 54 in the 800 meters, and that's the third fastest time of all time for Weiro. Now, what Keely Hodgkinson run there, 1:54.33, is actually the 6th time of all time in women's 800 meters running. So it become historical in the women's 800 meters. Earlier this season, I was talking about Keely Hodgkinson going for the women's 800 meter record and that it's possible she can break it. But now that whereas now run 153.98 is now just a matter of who will get to the world record of 153.28 seconds first, because the race is now on for who will break 153.28, and I'm here for it. Trackfans Global is here to share it, and I'm sure you the viewers want to see it. So until that day, we are keeping our eyes on the women's 800 meters, because the remainder of the season promises to be special. Wero versus Hodgkinson. Dynamic battle in the making for the world record. Men's pole vault, we see a shocker. One of the biggest shock you will ever see in track and field. It doesn't get any more shocking. Curtis Marshall of Australia jumped 5.90 meters to finish ahead of Armand Duplantis, 5.80 meters, and in third was Baptiste Terry, 5.80. Now, why I said this was so shocking is that Armand Duplantis does not lose pole vault competitions, and in Stockholm, Marshall handed him his first victory in, I can't even look back to a time I ever see Armand Duplantis losing any competition. Because Armand Duplantis is the man that seemed to jump 6 meters in his sleep. And so this was very shocking. Right, for days upon days the media was talking about how Curtis Marshall beat Armand Duplantis. Right, it was a shock. Right? But I know Duplantis is coming back. I think it was just a little misjudgment on Duplantis' part to why he lose this competition. He will be back. And I can assure you that probably next time that he's back to Armand Duplantis looking firm, the rest of the competition will be in trouble. The first event I want to talk about is the men's 800 meters. Because in the men's 800 meters, we see history being destroyed and history being set. 17-year-old Cooper Lockenhaus, 1 minute 42.08 seconds, a world leading and a personal best. He edged out the world champion Emmanuel Wanoni, 1 minute 42.09 seconds, which is a season's best. And in third, Marco Arap, 1 minute 43.33 seconds. Now, this performance by Lutkenhaus was very impressive. Right? This is number 2 all-time in U20 800 meters running. Right, he only falls now behind Abubakar Kaki of Sudan. Right, I don't know if you remember him. Right, when he was 18, he ran 1 minute 41.73 seconds, and that was when he was running against David Rudisha, running 140.91 seconds. If you look at the persons who are on the U20 list, who has ever run 142, like Aman was 19, Kaki was 18, but never a 17-year-old running 142.08 seconds. Right, the sky is really the limit for Lutkenhaus. You see, because it's not the first that he's beating professional fields. He has turned pro, but at 17 he has been beating the professionals left, right and center. Wherever he turns up, the professional are getting beat. Right, and so we look forward to his future, because the numbers say his future probably will be great. Right, so we move from there and we look at Alisson dos Santos continuing his unbeaten streak. 46.89 seconds to take the victory. In second, Karsten Warholm, 47.40 seconds, and in third, Caleb Dean of the USA, 48.22 seconds. Now, Warholm has never managed to beat Alisson dos Santos all through this season. Alisson dos Santos has beaten him every time. And I was thinking, Warholm is at home, so probably it's the time to beat Alisson dos Santos. But Alisson dos Santos clearly is in spectacular form. And it's going to take some beating if someone actually want to be in front of him. Men's triple jump. See Jordan Scott of my country here, Jamaica, continuing his good form in 2026, jumping 17.66 meters to take the victory ahead of Diaz Hernandez 17.59 meters. And in third was Mohamed Yasser Tricky of Algeria 17.43 meters. So yeah, the Diamond League continue to roll, and the next competition comes up in Doha, right? And people are gearing up for that, getting ready to throw down some nice times. But from Trackfans Global, track and field from Jamaica to Pakistan, you do understand. From now until the next time, I'm out.